Did he get fired by Gervonta Tank Davis?
This guy's a clown.
I mean, for people who's
Was he let go by Gervonta? For those who don't know who Devon Tank is, Tank Davis is a clown. Boxing insiders and fans are attempting to piece together the details of Davis' changing relationships with Leonard Ellerbe and Calvin Ford and what they might mean for his future. It turns out that Davis is no longer working with Bai, and it appears that this is all related to Calvin Ford, but Tank has come to clear things up. Davis has been in the news lately, not only for his amazing talent in the ring, but also for changes surrounding his team and career. Tank will defend his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach on a PBC Amazon Prime video card in his upcoming big fight, which is scheduled for March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It's a big deal, a significant moment in his career, and an opportunity to shine on a major platform. But it wasn't the fight announcement or the hype surrounding it that got everyone talking, rather. It was Tank's appearance at the official press conference by himself. No Calvin Ford or Leonard Ellerbe, simply a Tank that sparked curiosity about what's actually going on behind the scenes.
A lot of shit built up. It's a lot built up. And I'm going to take it out on him. Sorry that it's going to be him. I'm telling you. I promise you. I see y'all.
I apologize, but I'm going to take it out on him because there's a lot of __ built up. I swear to you, I will see you all. Rick Glazer announced the news on social media, claiming that Tank has severed its relationship with Leonard Ellerbe, who has been a member of his team since 2015 and has influenced his professional development. Elliott, a reliable ally of Floyd Mayweather and a pivotal player in Mayweather's marketing, has supported Tank through thick and thin. Even during Tank's public fallout with Mayweather, LB remained by his side.
Can you button that up and just let people know?
People, they didn't see me at the press conference. I was ill.
Yeah. That's it.
Offering advice and encouragement. However, that chapter seems to be over. Could you please just let people know that even though they didn't see me at the press conference, I was ill, yeah? That's it. Almost 10 years. LB has been crucial to Tank. Grow from a bright prospect to one of the most marketable boxing stars, according to Glazer's report, Tank may benefit from this split as it gives him the opportunity to take charge of his career and consider options outside of the PBC. As for Ellerbe, he is unlikely to have any problems because he is well known for his savvy promotion.
Al Heyman.
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotion.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotion. His contract ran out,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
And is already aligning himself more closely with the PBC and Steven Espinoza. This could be his next move in the boxing world, and he is not anticipated to go away anytime soon. The Al Tank isn't signed to Mayweather Promotions, and that's okay because his contract expired. However, as I frequently say, contracts don't define a relationship. But that's not all. Ford, Calvin rumors also surround Tank's long-standing trainer, who was among the first to mentor him in the sport. Fans have noticed that Ford has not been there during Tank's preparation, and although there has been no official announcement of a full hiatus, Tank's actions and cryptic remarks imply that he may be looking into alternative training possibilities. Conversely, Ford has been cautious to show respect for Tank and his choices while acknowledging some stress. Their relationship appears to be in a precarious position based on devotion and history, but it may be taking a different turn.
Tank is about his business. He understands he's a professional now, and he's had some ups and downs, and he's learned that he's a family guy now. The whole nine. And it's like, but more, he's a naturally small guy. And again, you don't walk around 30 pounds over his weight. You don't do that no more.
Tank is about his business. He knows that he's a professional now and he's had some ups and downs. He's also learned that he's a family guy. It's like, but more, he's a naturally small guy, and again, he doesn't walk around 30 pounds over his weight. These changes don't just mean that he's changing his team members for Tank at 30, he's entering a stage in his career where independence and wise choices are crucial. Fighters like Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez have deviated from conventional setups to take complete control of their careers. Tank has many alternatives because of his brand value and star power, including teaming up with top-ranked boxers, boxing in matchrooms, or even going independent as Floyd Mayweather did.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year.
Yeah.
His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets this shit.
Publicly saying that, well, I think it's time for Calvin to get this J leaving the PBC. If that happens, it would be a significant change. Roger never received any training during the year when Floyd was Fighter, and his dad never received any training during that year either. Tank's career has been anchored by the organization, but PBC's financial issues have raised concerns about its future. Tank's possible departure would be a major setback and could even jeopardize the stability of the PBC as a whole, But for Tank, moving on might open up new opportunities and give him the chance to pursue the kinds of fights that fans have been begging for. Going independent or joining a new promotional company has obvious benefits. Glazer has been outspoken about these issues. Canelo and Crawford, among others, have demonstrated how it enables them to select better bouts and bargain for higher compensation.
Just like that. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Gonna get active.
Tank has the charisma, talent, and fan base to pull this off, and breaking free from tight contracts may be the path to additional high-profile matchups. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to get active all day. Fans have always hoped to see Tank fight more frequently against the finest opponents. This kind of freedom may finally make it happen. But things won't be easy. Tank's predicament is further complicated by his legal issues. It will take careful preparation to move forward without his crew, who have been an invaluable source of support during these trying times.
You know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight. I mean, I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the...
Tank will need to create a new support network after losing people like Ellerbe and possibly Ford, which is no easy undertaking, but he appears prepared to take on the challenge and lead his own course. In a recent interview, he stated, "I respect everything Leonard and Calvin have done for me, but I'm focused on what's best for me moving forward." His words demonstrate a fighter who is willing to take chances in order to reach the next level. Tank has been fairly reserved in his comments about all of this.
Hey Tank, real talk. Will Calvin be with you on this fight? Come on, you saying? Huh? Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. We gotta see. That's right.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back?
But it's clear that he appreciates what Roos and Ford have done for him, but that he's ready for the next chapter. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions to grow. Converse, for his part, Ellerbe has been nothing but professional in his response, praising Tank's talent and expressing pride in what they've accomplished together. Tank is one of the best in the game, and Ellerbe said, "I'm proud of what we've done. He's got a bright future and I'll always root for him. I'm not sure, but I'll see what you think about the guy yelling in the back." In a recent interview, Ford, who has been more introspective, discussed the challenges of coaching a young fighter and how sometimes you have to let them fend for themselves. "To me, Tanks are like family." Ford acknowledged their relationship and the difficulties of change when he noted that sometimes a family must go through difficult times in order to grow.
Or any kind of message you could offer, because obviously they got a relationship that's deeper than just a trainer and a fighter.
We don't know where this stuff is coming from. It wasn't no reunited. They never separated. You know?
I guess it's because of Tank's comment, because he was asked if...
"Whether I'm physically present or not, I'll always be in his corner." I suppose it's CU of Tank's comment because he was asked if coach, and this comes right after trainer Calvin Ford appeared visibly tense as he faced a flurry of questions about why Gervonta Tank did, or any kind of message you could offer, because obviously they have a relationship that's deeper than just a train and a fighter. We don't know where this stuff was coming from. It wasn't no reunited, they were never separated. Davis' decision to take on Lamont Roach in the upcoming clash on December 14th has angered supporters who were expecting Tank to go on a well-known figure in the lightweight division instead. Roach, a super featherweight, is the opponent, leaving many baffled. Ford's justification that it's beneficial for the community didn't sit well with the boxing public, particularly those who were paying $75.95 for fan pay-per-view tickets. It seems like yet another chance to watch Tank face a genuinely elite competitor has been lost. Let's examine the facts. While Tank, with his undefeated record and reputation as a knockout artist, seems far above Roach's level, Roach has a respectable record but has never faced or defeated anyone at the top level. His most notable fight was a loss to Jamal Herring in 2019, a respectable but unimpressive boxing name.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear?
Since then, Roach has won against opponents like FGO Mecro and Angel Rodriguez, but they aren't exactly the best. Just being something that he's not been in the ring with, I'm the whole package, and to be honest, sometimes I think he doubts himself, but I'm the best, so I'm sure when he talks about you not bringing your family. When pressed, Ford gave a few reasons that didn't exactly satisfy fans, including the fact that Tank and Roach have known each other since their amateur days, the amateur's silver gloves, and everything Ford shared with Fight Hype.
GTD now? I saw you have the GTD shirt. So.
Leonard is what? The winning team.
You must mention that you wanted to fight in Chicago. That was one of the most likely places you wanted to fight in. Do you still want to fight in Chicago?
Yeah.
While that may make for a sentimental backstory, it doesn't justify the fight for fans who wanted Tank to challenge the world's best lightweights. You previously stated that you wanted to fight in Chicago, which was one of the most likely locations for you to do so. Do you still want to fight in Chicago? I noticed that you were wearing the GTGTD shirt, which is what the winner gave you. It's unclear which community Ford is referring to: Boston, where Tank is from, or Washington, D.C., where Roach grew up, but the boxing community as a whole isn't paying to watch, so fans are clamoring for bouts against elite opponents.
The Gervonta Davis-Roach fight.
I think that, he's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability, but he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but...
Ford also called the fight a great fight and something that's good for the community combatants such as William Zappa instead of Raymond Morala, Andy Cruz, or Kesson Davis. They're facing what many consider to be another Tank's soft-touch opponent.
Gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's his name. He was shaking on the
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking. How you gonna say it's cap? And it gotta be gonna say it's cap.
What are your thoughts on the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight? Well, I believe that he has received a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. You see, Lamont Roach is a world champion, but he's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The issue is that not many people know who he is or what he can do, but he can fight. This isn't the first time Tank has chosen to fight smaller opponents as he moves up in weight, though fans recall his fights against Leo Santa Cruz and Hector Luis Garcia, both of whom were super featherweights who challenged him. With Tank's star power, it's getting difficult to ignore the trend supporters anticipate challenges that live up to his hype and skill. Ford dismissed the criticism, claiming that people will always criticize others because that is what fans do. However, the backlash isn't without merit, as Merit Tank has frequently been accused of picking on opponents, and this fight against Roach seems like just another example of avoiding the most difficult situations in the lightweight division.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like, I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
This